guys, Kiki Fit Cosplay here. I have decided to put a little bit of extra stress on myself and make a costume in 2 days. Two days. So it is currently Friday night, and I thought, let's make a costume for Monday. So I will have a photo shoot Monday morning. It's not even later in the day. It's a photo shoot first thing Monday morning as Poison Ivy.
For the main part of this costume, I used the Yaya Han bunny suit pattern. When I'm cutting out my pattern pieces, I like to trace them on a simple wax paper. That way I'm not cutting out the actual pattern pieces and I can use them for future projects. Luckily I do this because shortly after I cut these pieces out, my dog Hella shredded the original patterns. I really enjoyed this pattern because A, it's very simple, there's only 4 pieces, and B, it fit great. So when I made this, I was originally working with this super stretchy material, therefore I didn't add a zipper. However, once I got to the actual leaf portion, I realized that it was no longer that stretchy, and I really regret not putting that zipper in. Once the pieces were cut out, I just had to sew them all together. Now, most people would probably pin and measure and make sure they're doing it right, but I kind of live on the edge and I'm a pretty good eye, so I just wing it. But yeah, I do recommend pinning everything. I've also made a lot of bodysuits from Yaya Han patterns in the past, so I did have a pretty good idea of how they went together. Even so, this is a very easy pattern to work with because you only have the 4 pieces, so it's pretty simple to sew together. Once that was all sewn together, I hemmed the edges and I put elastics around the legs, and that was about it. This fabric was so gorgeous, I just had to work with it. I actually had it from my Moltres cosplay I'm secretly working on that I haven't posted about yet, but I love the way the color changes from like gold into an orange. I attached this around my waistline in the back. Now the sewing part for me was the easy part. The most tedious part was gluing each individual leaf onto my body. The hot glue gun on my bearskin probably wasn't the best idea, but I had already started, so I was kind of committed. If you were going to use this method yourself, I would recommend using a mannequin, or at the very least putting some clothes on underneath. I don't know what I was thinking. And it would also help for when I'm gluing the leaves on the back of my body. It does get difficult reaching around. That's where most of the burns were starting to happen because I couldn't really see what I was doing as well. But all in all, I really enjoyed making this. I think it was a really fun cosplay. I'm really glad I did it, and I think it looked really, really good. I do eventually learn my lesson though when I take the costume off to do the very back. Now, as you can see it coming together in the front there, I do try to alternate the leaves as best as I can. I'm also going from side to side in the mirror, trying to make the costume as symmetrical as I can. Not gonna lie, I was a little bit nervous when I started to put the leaves on. I was scared of how it would look and where I should be placing all the pieces, but once I started going, it just kind of came together. All the leaves that are on my costume I actually got from the dollar store as well, so I think it was just under or right around the $10 mark for all the leaves that I used on my costume. I gotta say, aside from my Eevee, I think this might have been the easiest, fastest, and most inexpensive costume I've ever made. For the back train, I decided to just sporadically spread a bunch of leaves here and there and make it look like they were falling down behind me. I did also glue some leaves to some old shoes, and I also arranged some leaves as a headpiece just for a little extra touch.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you found it helpful, give it a big thumbs up below. And if you guys have ideas for future cosplay tutorials you'd like to see me do, let me know in the comments below as well. But until next time, bye!